All right, so here we are with the matchups going into the playoffs round one. We'll start off in order here. We've got Fight on Battle Cat, that's D-Dread Matthew versus myself. Fight on Battle Cat's been on a downward losing trend as of late, but it looks like their team's going to be back at full strength, back at full power, no more buys, and let's take a look at what the projections are saying. So, again, this is going to be a very, very, very strong, tight matchup. I'm not going to lie, I'm scared a little bit. Projections are showing at 133 me, 134 with the Fight on Battle Cat there. So, quarterback play, it's a little bit of a wash. I have the edge with Ben Roethlisberger or Matt Ryan. They're currently playing Russell Wilson, slotted there against Green Bay. So that should be a wash there. In terms of the running back situation, definitely favorites for Fight on Battle Cat. I've got Jeremy Hill, who is going to have a strong game against Cleveland. Don't get me wrong. And then Philadelphia, Washington, Robert Kelly is going up against Philadelphia. They're pretty weak on their defensive front, so he should have a pretty big game. But you've got the tight little duo here of Melvin Gordon and DeMarco Murray. DeMarco Murray is going against a tough Denver defense, but you can run on that defense. So it should be a high score there for DeMarco. Melvin Gordon has been on fire, averaging 20 points a game. So I don't suspect it's going to stop against Carolina's weak defense. And then Mike Gillespie, there is an injury to McCoy, plus Buffalo's the #1 rushing offense in the league. Looking at it from a wide receiver perspective, I think with Antonio Brown, Brandon Cooks, and then whoever I slot in there for that third wide receiver position, I think it's going to be strong on my side. When it's Tyler Lockett will be fairly consistent, but he's not going to get you 20 plus points unless he has a standout game. Amari Cooper has been very, very strong. Divisional matchup, Raiders against KC. And Jimmy Graham has come up as of late in the latter half of the season. So it's going to be a very, very tough matchup. But like I said earlier, I'm not feeling too good about it, although I did take the victory earlier in the year. So let's move on. Matthew and D-Drag, it's good to see you over here at the house on Sunday. And let's go. Next matchup. We've got Austin, Mr. Cameraman here, versus Angie getting the paddle out. So as you can see here, projection-wise, we're looking at Angie's got a very strong 151-point projection. That's showing Austin there at 121 points. So let's take a look at what some of these projections are here. Andrew Luck had a very, very strong game last week. So divisional matchup against Houston is trying to decide the division winner of that particular division. So I suspect that he'll be strong again. Aaron Rodgers going up against a very, very tough Seattle defense. It remains to be seen whether or not Aaron Rodgers is going to stay in that slot or Kirk Cousins is going to play. But either way, he's going to get some points. It's just a tough matchup defensively. So looking at Rashad Jennings took over as the lead back over the Giants. Last week I think he was in double digits, so they should perform fairly well. Darren Sproles has been slotted over in that Philadelphia running back position for a little while now. I think he's had some pretty bad games recently, so it remains to be seen whether or not she's going to stick with him there. And then you've got Thomas Rawls versus Le'Veon Bell. Of course, Bell is the power superstar back in the league. Rawls did have a very, very strong performance last week, so we'll see how that rolls out. Devontae Adams is currently slotted against the tough Seattle secondary. Julian Edelman is also slotted against a tough Baltimore defense. Golden Tate should do well against Chicago. Jordy Nelson, always tries to find ways to get open, but it's going to be tough sledding against the Seattle defense. Tyreek Hill, very, very strong performer as of late, but Jeremy Maclin is coming back this week, so we'll see how many touches Jeremy Maclin takes away from Tyreek. Tyler Boyd against a very, very soft Cleveland defense. That's going to be a good matchup. Travis Kelce's currently slotted up against Oakland. Again, that's a 9-3 battle for the division lead between Oakland and KC. So I suspect that Travis Kelce's going to have a very good game there. And then you've got Witten in another divisional battle between Dallas and the Giants. I think the tight ends here are going to be superstars. Then you've got currently Willie Snead slotted in against Tampa Bay versus Larry Fitzgerald, who's been having a great season this year. Defensively, we're looking at Texans and Indianapolis, strong divisional matchup. And then Redskins versus Philadelphia. I suspect there'll be some moves here, but right now, as it stands, it's looking like ESPN's giving Aggie the favorite. But I'm telling you, by our analysis here, this is going to be a lot closer than it seems. So we'll move on here. Next matchup, we've got Casey and the new guy, Ralph. So Ralph has been projected for 149 points. Casey is currently projected at 128. My personal preference or my personal pick, I think that Ralph now has one of the stronger teams in the playoff hunt for the title. Casey has suffered some injuries in her backfield, most notably AJ Green and Jordan Reed. So we'll see if Reed comes back to play. But currently, this is how the standings look. And again, Ralph's team is the strength of it is his rushing attack. He's got the strongest rushing attack in the league. David Johnson, Ezekiel Elliott, Jordan Howard had a breakout game last week, and I don't suspect it's going to stop this week against a very weak Detroit running defense. And then you got Doug Martin here, who's been consistent since he's come back from injury, going up against a weak New Orleans run defense. So really, you've got 4 really, really powerful running backs, and then you've got a strong tight end in Greg Olsen, and the only question marks really are receivers in this, and so only 2 receivers are needed to be slotted, and he's got Moncrief in there, who scored a touchdown last week, and then Terrell Williams, who's emerged as the #1 wide receiver over in San Diego. So I can see why the ESPN analysts are looking at a 149-point projection. Casey, on your end here, you've got Stafford, that's a good play. Lamar Miller, who it's a divisional matchup, so he's got to come and bring his A game. But he left early with an injury last week, so that's why his performance is pretty poor. Then you've got J.E., who's been very consistent this season. Crowell's going up against a weak Cincinnati run defense. And then Garcon has really picked it up over in Washington. Jordan Matthews is projected to score very high against Washington. Eric Ebron, the tight end position, has been very consistent, double digits. And then Brandon LaFell, last week he was pretty much the #1 wide receiver over in Cincinnati. So we'll see if those touches go to Tyler Boyd or Brandon LaFell. And then defensively, the Pack and the Dolphins are slotted in there. I'm suspecting that's going to change, but we'll see how that rolls. Overall, again, matchup favors Ralph, but if you really look at the actual individual matchups, this could be a much closer game than experts give us credit for. And last but not least, we are with Joaquin, National Anthem Knee Takers, and Joe Lacona, password is Taco. So, this here is, projection-wise, it's showing Joaquin at 123 points, and showing password is Taco favored at 138 points. So, let's take a look from a quarterback perspective. It's either going to be Mariota or Cam Newton. Cam is going up against a much weaker San Diego defense than Mariota would be going up against with Denver. And then you got Tom Brady, who's going up against a very, very strong Baltimore defense. The way to beat Baltimore is through the air, so Tom Brady shouldn't be affected that much, but it is a divisional matchup, so it's probably going to be a tight scoring game there. Matt Forte is currently slotted in against one of the weaker run defenses in the league at San Francisco, so he should have a big game, provided the Jets don't fuck it up. Theo Riddick is currently slotted in with Detroit. Theo Riddick did score last week, and he has been fairly consistent as of late. Terrence West had a monster game. I suspect that's going to continue against New England, who's they've got a on-par rushing defense. It's not spectacular, but they shouldn't be able to contain Terrence West there. Devontae Freeman had a very, very nice game last week against, for Atlanta. And then you got Spencer Ware slotted in currently against that really tough divisional matchup against the Oakland Raiders. I suspect that he's going to have some high scoring there. Michael Crabtree, I think the stars are going to come out again, so he should have a big game. Kenny Britt has been the one consistent thing coming out of Los Angeles for the Rams, so double digits, expect that. T.Y. Hilton has been consistent as well, with Andrew Luck coming back strong. And then you've got Landry. Javaris Landry has been scoring the double-digit points pretty much all season, so it's a security blanket there. Question mark is Allen Robinson. He's been up and down. So we'll see which Allen Robinson shows up against Minnesota. And then you've got Kyle Rudolph, their tight end, very, very consistent. And Tyler Eifert, since he's been back, he's been also very, very consistent. Joaquin's got Wilson slotted in for Chicago for wide receiver. He may consider that, but we'll see. Demaryius Thomas is currently slotted in over at versus Tennessee. And then defensively, Bucks versus New Orleans and the Broncos versus Tennessee. So we'll see how this shakes out. Again, projections are showing Joe Lacona favored, but that's why we play the games on Sunday. You never know what's going to happen. And again, when you look at the individual matchups, anything can happen. And I think this is going to be a lot closer than what the projections are showing. And there you have it. Those are the true playoff games. And then in the consolation bracket, you currently have Robert versus Lex Swagger. And then you have a matchup between Anita and Evelyn that seems like it's going to be doomed to repeat itself throughout the 3 rounds of the playoffs there. So let's see how this shakes out. Again, I have never seen a playoff situation where every team is within 1 win after regular season. So this is going to be awesome and amazing. So I hope to see all you here on Sunday. And again, good luck everybody, except for you, Deidre and Matt. No luck for you. We want you to lose and get bounced out of the first round. So here we are. We'll see you again in the second round, and good luck again.